ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Om. Continuing where we left off, the mantra, Mahataraka mantra, that which helps cross Kali Yuga, that which helps cross samsara, really speaking, that which helps cross the inner strife and conflict. And this is called Taraka. Taraka from through to cross. Taraka, that which helps you cross, the agent of crossing. And again, this is the 16-syllable mantra. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare means the one who takes away. What does he take away? Takes away anything you don't want. All the papas, all the difficulties. Take away the papa because that the effects of the action, which is called papa, difficult effects manifest either in this or other lives called papa. That is the one that is coming in the way of crossing the inner conflict and strife. So take away the papa, purify the heart, make me like you, free, pure, auspicious. And then let me be ready for this knowledge. This is what is Hare. So the Lord is talked about in two ways. First is Rama. Ramante yasmin yoginah. So Rama, the Rudhi Artha, the common meaning, is Lord Rama, who lived in the Treta Yuga and who did this and that and went to Sri Lanka and killed Ravana and restored peace on earth. All this we know. But there is also a Vyutpatti Artha. Vyutpatti means grammatical derivation, the meaning of the grammatical derivation. What is that grammatical derivation? That grammatical derivation is Ramante Yasmin Yoginah, that in which the yogis revel. So the yogis revel in what? What is that? That in which the yogis revel means it should be something. What is that? That means Bhagavan. That means the joy of the self. That means the unencumbered self, unaffected by sorrow, fear, etc. That is what the word that means. That in which the yogis revel. If something causes sorrow, you cannot revel in it for any length of time. If it is an object of sorrow, you cannot revel in it. And so, therefore, that in which you can incessantly revel must be an object of happiness, nay, the subject that is happiness, that is you. So, this is what is the grammatical meaning of the word Rama. So, Hare Hare, take away Rama. It's a command, it's a demand, it's my birthright to tell the Lord, take this away. Because this is what is separating from you, from me from you. And what is this? My own Papa, my own inner Kali. Take it away. Then the same thing do we do with Krishna. We invoke the avatars from the other two yugas just prior to this. From the Dwapara Yuga, the Krishna avatara, and from the Treta Yuga, Rama avatara, we invoke. So again, Krishna has a Rudhi meaning. Rudhi means a customary meaning. The one who wears yellow, the one who teases the gopis, the one who stole butter as a child and was the terror of his mother. And this is the Krishna we know and love. But then the word Krishna itself has a grammatical meaning, Karshati. Karshati means the one who draws everything unto him. The magnetic power that draws everyone unto him. That's why all the gopis were in love with him, and their husbands did not mind because the husbands were in love with him too. This is the power of the Lord. And so that which draws, and this refers to the inner yearning, the yearning for the Lord, that which because of which one is ready to give up everything and go to an ashram and sit and study, etc. And so that longing to belong, that longing to be one, that longing for oneness is the symbolized by Krishna. The longing to end the disconnection from Bhagavan, from the world, from myself, is symbolized by Krishna, who draws everything unto him. It's just so beautiful. So this is Rama and Krishna, and in them we have a wonderful completeness. Rama is very serious. He's all about dharma. The Bharatnatyam dancer depicting Rama will stand straight. This is with the bow, with a hand, bow in hand. But the same dancer depicting Krishna will stand with three bends, and because he is like a wave of Ananda. Ananda always comes in a wave. It's never in a straight line. That is why Lord Krishna is not predictable. And so the human ends are symbolized by Rama and Krishna together. One is dharma, and the other one is moksha. And without dharma, moksha cannot come. That is why the Rama Avatara comes first, and then the Krishna Avatara comes next. So without dharma, there is no moksha. This is what Kali Yuga teaching is all about. That's why to cross the Kali Yuga, we need this mantra. This mantra is like a boat. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. It's just a wonderful mantra. Then we may ask, like, okay, why, what is this about these two? Like I said, they complete one another. Dharma is for the purposes of moksha. And so for this mukti, one starts to lead a life of unimpeachable ethics and ethicality. And then from there, one graduates to understanding, okay, this is what I need and this is what I want. That's where after that one graduates to moksha. And so, therefore, this completes the whole cycle of the Purusharthas. It includes everything. It includes Artha Kama also, but it has transcended all of that and has gone straight to moksha. Because the truth is, if you choose moksha, Artha Kama come along. They all come along. If you choose Artha Kama, moksha doesn't come, because moksha is limitlessness, and in that limitlessness is included all the small and big desires that are residing in every human head. This is why the Rama and Krishna. And like I said, it's a command. If you are going, if you are traveling by train in India, and it's an overnight train or maybe 1.5 days. So at 5 o'clock, it draws up near a station, the train. Everybody's kind of rubbing their eyes and slowly awakening. And somebody, a man gets into the train with a big aluminum kettle. And then he says, coffee, and he's going. He's keeping on going in the corridor of the compartments. He's going from one compartment to another. And then you don't know his name, you don't know anything, and his name is certainly not coffee, but you call out, hey, coffee, come here. And or maybe you're not the coffee drinking type, you may be the tea drinking type, and you say, tea, come here. Hey, chai, come here. And you don't even say chai wala, means the wielder of the tea. You don't even bother. Hey, chai, come here. Coffee, come here. And so the coffee comes, of course, along with the man. And then some of them are even more enterprising. They don't say either coffee or tea. They very cleverly say E, because both coffee and tea end in E. E. And then what? And then immediately you thought you're half asleep. You think you heard tea. Yes, I'm a tea drinker. And something hot is what you want. You really don't care. It is hot, it is sugary. That's all is needed. That's all is needed. And some of the fellows are very enterprising. E coffee. Oh, coffee. E tea. Yeah, tea. And so it's just one kettle, and they do this. So same way, Hare Rama. Just like you say, coffee, come here. Rama means the one who revels, in whom everyone revels. Make me revel in you. Hey, you, come here. Make me revel in you. What are you doing? Wasting my time. And I'm thirsty for you. I'm hungry for you. Come here. And then Lord Rama comes and pours into your cup. We can visualize a nice dollop of, a nice dose of dharma. Then again, Hare Hare. What? Now bring me joy. I want joy. I'm ready for joy. I've had the appetizer of dharma. Now I want ananda. Then you say, hey Ananda, come here. And Ananda, when you say coffee, come here. When you tell the coffee fellow, you call him, you personify him as coffee, and you say, come here. He's not offended at all. He knows he is coffee for all practical purposes. He is coffee, and he recognizes himself as such. And you don't have to tell him. You don't have to tell him, pour me a cup of coffee. He knows that's what he's there for. He knows that's why you have called him. Similarly, when you say Hare Rama, then you don't have to go on and on about your 3 marriages and 2 divorces, and then the third one on the brink, and then the fact that you are unemployed and unemployable also. All this you don't have to say. You don't have to say a word. If you say Hare, that means you're calling him, and he knows what to do. He knows exactly what to do, and then he will do that. That is why this mantra is so immediate, so special, and so intimate. Because it's only with somebody that one loves a lot you can give this kind of an order. Bring me dharma, bring me moksha, bring me ananda. Pour some ananda into my cup, which is always half empty, or at least that's how I see it. Pour some joy, pour some sense into my head, you know, and then because there is a big hole in it, and I don't know, I don't have priorities, I am always pursuing the wrong thing. And even if the right thing is staring at me in the face, may I not miss it. I keep missing it. Give me dharma, give me ananda. This is the prayer. And then 16 also has another connotations, as I said, Shodasha Kala Purusha. 16 kalas. 16 kalas means they are I don't know how to translate kalas, aspects. Some kind of an aspects. And like attributes, aspects, etc. Now mind you, don't take this literally, because attributes means what? We are talking of the nameless, formless, attributeless one, which is Bhagavan, which is you. But from the standpoint of the body, mind, sense complex, there is a little bit of a difference, because this is a finite body, a finite mind, finite senses surrounded by limitations, finite bank account, finite resources, all finite knowledge, and infinite forgetfulness. This is the human body. If there is infinite, it only comes in the form of the forgetfulness. So, this is the human body, this is the jiva. And from the standpoint of the jiva, Bhagavan is complete, lacking nothing, is everything. And so that's where only the kala comes. That's why it's a curious word. It's a what should I say? It's a placeholder as the person is gaining this knowledge of oneness. It is not meant to separate Bhagavan from oneself, but it is just to appreciate what the all knowing, omniscient, all pervasive one is like from the standpoint of this upadhi. Upadhi means this body, mind, sense complex, and the endless, infinite body, that is Bhagavan. Sahasra Purushah, Sahasrakshah, Sahasrapat. Who has 1,000 heads means every head is his head, every hand is his hand, like that. So, what is this as though difference? And the as though difference is this, it is through these colors. So, the first 5 colors everybody has. This is the koshas. Annamaya kosha, the physical body. Then pranamaya, the respiration and other kinds of things. Then manomaya. Manomaya is the mind. Every human being has that. The one who is endowed with the mind. And then vijnanamaya, the sense of doership. Anandamaya, the sense of experiencership. Every human being, all the beings have that, and we are talking of human beings now. So human beings have that. And then what? So then so some people say 16 kalas, other people say 64. Doesn't matter. 16 is just generally agreed upon. Then, so these are the first five. Then the next five have to do with certain kinds of, uh, which is the present of spiritual growth, which is the prasada of spiritual growth. Love, accommodation, patience, compassion, and and some way of just transcending this five koshas, the annamaya, pranamaya, etc. So that is the middle five. And then the last six, first the last five. The last five has to do with the kind of influence one has over the earth once one is endowed with self knowledge. The abilities of the person, meaning they are highly respected, maryadini, vikasini, and then they are, not only are they happy, but they are a source of great happiness. And there are two degrees of happiness talked about. So first, a general source of happiness, and then they are a source of delight for others, and then they have a fullness. And the last one is swarupavasthitihi, established in the self. So completely established in the in the nature. In the nature as Satchidananda Atma, as that which never comes to an end, as that which is existent, which is infinite, and which is sentient. So these are the 16 colors. Most human beings have only five, and they don't even know how to go to love, compassion, and these kinds of esoteric emotions, which are the results of spiritual growth. Then with great difficulties, some people, even the most it is believed that even the most exalted of sages go up to 9 or 10, and only Bhagavan beyond that has all 16. And even if as a human being you can go up to 15, the 16th one is reserved with the Lord. And so that is why when a sannyasi attains Mahasamadhi, passes away, then it is assumed that they join the 16th Kala. And so for 16 days, 16 sadhus are invited for a feast, and 16 presents are given to them. There is the number 16 is very, very important in the dharma. And that, because there are no rituals when a sannyasi passes away, because the sannyasa itself, during sannyasa, one has done one's last rites. So there are no last rites to speak of. But this feast for the sadhus is given, and 16 kinds of presents are given. And so this is what is the kala. And so this is why the mantra is a complete mantra. Another reason why this mantra is special is because of the 16 syllables. And in reciting these 16 syllables, we hope to, as jivas, one hopes to be one with the 16th kala. And that's why we have, even in the avatars, the kalas are graded. Some of the avatars like Kurma, Matsya, the fish and the turtle, etc., they had only 8 kalas. And then Lord Narasimha is supposed to have had 9 kalas. And then this one, in Lord Krishna, all 16 are present. That is what they believe. But anyhow, so this is the mantra. Why it is so special? Because all the kalas, you are invoking Bhagavan in her total completion and total manifestation. This is why it is so special. Then after the mantra, uh, the uh, the this one he says something. Iti shodashakam namna kali kalmashana न अतः परतर उपायः सर्ववेदेषु दृश्यते कलिकल्मषनाशनम् इति षोडशकं नाम्ना कलिकल्मषनाशनम् नाशनम् destruction, the destruction of Kali. And how is Kali manifest? In the form of Kalmasha. Kali is in the form of Kalmasha. Kalmasha means great agitation, strife, resentment, fear, jealousy. All these come under Kalmasha. Anger. And when you mix them up, like a Indian dish, khichdi, like which has vegetables, which has rice, which has dal, everything. So when you mix up all the difficult and negative emotions, like bhel puri, another mixed up dish in India, or like khichdi. So this is what is called kalmasha. This is how it is. So this is the mix-up of all the difficult and intractable emotions which you don't know what to do sometimes when one comes under their spell. So iti shodashakam namna. So these 16 names, what do? They destroy the kalmasha of Kali through this alone. Na ataha. Na ataha parataraha. Better than this, other than this, upayah, solution, sarva vedeshu drishyate. In all the Vedas, a better solution, a better remedy is not seen. Better remedy than what? Than this mantra. A better remedy than this mantra is not seen in any of the Vedas. You read any of the Vedas, this mantra, other than this mantra, no other way to transcend the Kali Yuga is given, or to transcend painful kalmashas are given. And so this is the best upaya. Why? Because it does not require visualization. You don't have to sit still and visualize this or that, or it does not require focus. He's going to tell that a little later. It does not even require sitting in one place. And in Kali Yuga, it is said that just like Kali, the demon, people don't bathe very much. And so here, this mantra doesn't even require a bath to have, usually before you chant mantra, they say, take a bath and then sit for puja, sit for mantra. Well, this one, you can just, you can be sipping your coffee with one hand and then telling the mala with the other hand. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Because the mantra is so pure that you don't need to purify yourself externally before you chant it. This is why it is so powerful, and that is why it destroys the kalmasha. You keep chanting it, keep chanting it. It destroys the kalmasha. And in fact, in our ashram in Rishikesh, in India, we have this Akhanda Patha. Akhanda Patha means non-stop. All the students, they take turns for 2 to 3 hour shifts. And then there is a small Rama shrine there. And then Rama Krishna shrine there. And in front of it, they just go sit and chant. And then 2 hours later, somebody goes, relieves them, and the whole night, whole morning, it's going on. This mantra is going on, and that is its power. And then, so therefore, this is how the 16 names destroy the negative emotions, which are the hallmark of Kali Yuga. No other better remedy is available. This is important to say, otherwise they'll think, okay, with the human mind, the human beings can think, well, maybe I should look harder and there will be another remedy available. No. Then next he says, षोडशकलावृतस्य जीवस्य आवरण विनाशनम् ततः प्रकाशते परं ब्रह्म मेघापाये रविरश्मि mandali iva iti. So then, षोडशकलावृतस्य षोडशकला आवृतस्य so जीवस्य avarana vinashanam. So who said only Bhagavan has Shodashakala? We also have Shodashakala. Human beings also have Shodashakala. Oh, really? This is the first I'm hearing of it. What is this Shodashakala that the human being has? 16 ways in which the ignorance is manifest. This is the Shodashakala for the Jiva. What are those 16 ways? You can come up with any kind of any kind of number adding up to 16. Identification with the body, identification with the manaha, buddhi, ahankara, and then what else is there? Chittam, and so that is four, and then identification with all the subtle elements, that is again five. Identification with the prana, another five. So like this you can come to the number 16 very easily. And so the 16 wrong identification. Shodashakala avritasya avarana means the veil of ignorance manifest in 16 forms in the jiva is destroyed by this mantra, by the powerful mantra Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. These manifestations of ignorance in the jiva. See, even dogs and cats are ignorant, but the ignorance for the human being is very difficult to cross, because the human being has an additional problem. In addition to ignorance, there is misapprehension of oneself, misidentification, which the dog and the cat don't have. They just have ajnanam. They don't know who they are, but they do not have anyatha jnanam. Because they don't know who they are, they don't take themselves to be something other than what they are. I am finite, I am an idiot, all these problems they don't have. So therefore, for the jiva, this veil of ignorance has to be torn up, and this mantra alone does that. Then what happens? When the veil of ignorance is torn up, so how does the mantra tear up the veil of ignorance? By settling down the raga dveshas and the emotions, making one ready for the knowledge, and only then the veil of ignorance can be torn, when one is in contact with the knowledge. So tataha, after that, what? Prakashate param brahma. The Brahman shines as this person. In the heart of the Brahman, in the heart of this person, rises Brahman, which was there already there. But it was eclipsed by this avarna, this hiding, this eclipsing power of Maya. And what was that? In the form of wrong identifications, in the form of wrong understanding of oneself. And then, when that wrong understanding is torn into shreds, then tataf prakashate, then the Brahman is seen as oneself. How? Meghapaye, when the clouds, when the dark, grey, and heavy clouds disperse, Ravi Rashmi Mandali, like the sun rays which shine forth. Similarly, Brahman radiates as the self-effulgent self. Bhagavan radiates as the self. Self is nothing but Bhagavan, one comes to know. As a result of the recitation of the mantra, one's heart is purified enough to grasp at the knowledge when it comes, and therefore one knows. Then Narada asks one more question. What is that? Punaha Naradaha papracha Bhagavan kosya vidhihi iti. Okay, please give me the way to chant this, O Lord. Oh Bhagavan, hey Bhagavan, give me the way to chant this. How should I chant this? And then Lord Brahmaji says, we have very low expectations with this mantra. Na asya vidhi iti. There is no vidhi. There is no method at all. Sarvada, at any time, at all times. Shuchihi, ashuchirva, pathan. So Shuchihi means having bathed, etc. and done the morning, cleansing. No, you need not. Maybe you can do that. Or Ashuchihi. You have just gotten out of bed in a bad mood. Chant Hare Rama, Hare Krishna immediately. Don't wait to say, oh, I think I need to take a shower and I think I need to do puja. No need. No need for this because this is Kali Yuga and Vidhi Nisheda, injunctions, prohibitions don't work here. Nobody follows them. Brahmanah salokatam samipatam sarupatam sayujyam iti. And then this way the person immerses oneself in Bhagavan through various kinds of closeness. Salokatam, occupying that same plane with Bhagavan. Samipatam, having an experience of being near Bhagavan. Sarupatam, understanding that one is similar to Bhagavan. And Sayujyam, uniting with Bhagavan. Oneness with Bhagavan, the person enjoys various kinds of closeness and oneness with Bhagavan. And this is what it is. Yada Shodakasya Sardha Trikotir Japati Tada Brahma Hatyam Tarati. So then what does that mean? So whoever chants this mantra 35 million times only, okay, yeah, 35 million times is absolved of the papa of murdering a Brahmana. So we have to understand, in ancient times, Brahmanas were revered because they were very learned priests. They were very learned and they did not earn their living. They just survived on whatever was given to them. They did not demand, oh, this is my fees and all these things. In ancient times, whatever was given was taken happily, and they lived a simple life to the dedicated to the knowledge. So they said that it is the ultimate form of papa was to kill a brahmana who was only helping everybody and who had nothing against anyone. That was the worst kind of a thing. The next kind of papa was to kill a soldier, because the soldier and a king, etc., they protect us. They are there to protect us. And so if you kill the protector, that is also a very bad papa. So Veerahatti, Brahmahatti, Brahmahatyat Puto Bhavati. So if you chant this each month, the whole mantra, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. This is one time. Okay. So this multiplied by 35 million, when you chant, then the papa of killing a Brahmana, killing a hero, a soldier, etc. And then the Swarna say, Steyat Puto Bhavati. And if you have stolen some gold from somebody, gold means wealth, then you are absolved of that. A person is absolved of that also. And then what? Vrishali gamanat puto bhavati. If somebody has been unfaithful in the marriage or in some kind of a committed relationship, then also they are absolved. And then pitrudeva manushyanam manushyanam apakarat puto bhavati. So any kind of wrong papas directed against the ancestors, against the devas, against other beings, one is purified. One is purified from all omissions and commissions relating to various people in the surroundings. Sarva dharma parityagat, parityaga papat, sadyah shuchitam apnuyat. Then finally, the people who have left the dharma, dharma means duty here, swadharma. They have left swadharma. They are not doing what they are supposed to do, and they are doing what they are not supposed to do. And that also, that confusion and that rebellion and the resulting papa from the abandonment of their duty, they are also immediate. Sadhya means right now, you don't have to wait. Oh, right now? No, I mean, as soon as you finish chanting it 35 million times, that's the now. Okay, then one is totally free, immediately liberated of all these papas. When these papas go, when these omissions and commissions go, the heart is ready for this knowledge. Ragadveshas calm down. Sadhyo muchyate, sadhyo muchyate. Sadhyo muchyate means immediately the person is freed. Immediately the person is freed. Iti Upanishad. This is the Upanishad, and it's very beautiful here. There's one more thing that a couple of other things that I wanted to bring to the notice, because the Shuchitam apnuyat. Shuchitam apnuyat means one gets purified. So the liberation is through purification. And it's an indirect liberation here is being talked about. The direct liberation is from all the papas, omissions and commissions, and the indirect liberation is as a result of the removal of the omissions and commissions. One is qualified to study this knowledge, and then as a result of self knowledge, one is freed. Shuchitam apnuyat. So one has a pure heart, because of which one is able to do this. And this last portion, the mantra number 3, is called Phalashruti. It is there at the end of all the shlokas that we say. Shivalokam avapnuyat. Shivena saha modate. This Panchakshari mantra shloka we have at the end of, at the end of that also we have Shivalokam avapnuyat. If this person chants it, they will gain Shivaloka, they will go to Kailasa, and then Shivena saha modate, will rejoice with Lord Shiva. Like this we have. Why does this Phalashruti needed? Phalashruti means what will happen if I do this mantra properly? Because if you don't, if this kind of a carrot is not dangled, then nobody is interested in chanting the mantra. Before chanting the mantra, I want to know what will I get as a result. Then only I will chant it. So the Phalashruti is the motivation for tamasic and rajasic minds to inspire these people to chant. Because without a kind of a motivation, human beings being who we are not inclined to chant it unless I know what am I going to get out of it. And so this Phalashruti is very important. And so from the papas there is immediate liberation, and then from ajnanam there is indirect liberation, in the sense that one is free after one is free when after gaining this, after gaining the Shuddha Antahkarana, a pure heart, and then after that pursuing the knowledge. One is free. And so it gives devotion, it gives indirectly, it makes one ready for knowledge, and it takes away the 16 forms of manifestation of ignorance. And this is the only way. The only way to cross Kali Yuga is to stop being cross. That is the internal Kali. And then with with that preparation, one is naturally attracted to the knowledge of Vedanta, and one has a staying power. One is not one is not someone that drops in and out. One is not a drop-in mumukshu, a drop-in jignasu. One has the perseverance, because that is the mantra's prasada. So with these words, we will bring this to a close. I have enjoyed very much this whole week with you. Thank you very much. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ